Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dovey. Today we're doing another pick a card reading. Today's pick a card reading is messages from your spirit team. That could be your spirit guides, whatever deities that you believe in, your ancestors, or even your higher self, okay? These are people, and well, not people, but entities that guide us through our spiritual path, okay? So I picked out the, excuse me, the High Priestess from each deck that we're going to use today, the tarot deck. I may pull some oracle as well today. So pile 1, you have the High Priestess from the Wild Unknown Tarot. Looks like this. Pile 2, this is Hocus Pocus. And it looks like this. And pile 3 is the Akamara Tarot. And it looks like this. Okay. If you need more time, you can pause the video right here. And we're going to go ahead and get started with pile 1. Okay, this is your High Priestess card. Put it back in the deck. Spirit, please tell me about pile 1. What messages does their spiritual team have for them today? Okay, we got a jumper. Let's see. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay. These 3 may be your guides coming in. We have Taurus energy, Swords energy, which would be, I'm sorry, not Swords energy, Air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces from water energy. And then you have the Empress. And the 3 of Wands at the bottom. I feel like your team wants you to listen to the feminine energy in your life. So your mother, grandmother, aunts, if you have female teachers, ministers, and they also may be feminine, your guides, but it's a lot of feminine energy out here on the board. So I feel like that's something they want you to lean into, because they have wisdom to share with you. I feel like it's saying they've already walked the path. So maybe your mother or grandmom or somebody has been trying to guide you in a particular way, and you've been kind of defiant in that because maybe you feel like, well, I'm from a different generation. We do things differently. And that's not to say that they are 100% right or that you're 100% wrong. It's just saying that they do have knowledge to share with you because they've already walked the path that you're walking. They have the key, the code to certain things. And I feel like a lot of times the older generation may come off as small minded to the newer generations because, or you think that they don't get it because things are so much drastically different than previous generations. And I do feel like there's something that we're supposed to teach one another. Um, but I feel like, and you're not, I feel like you feel a little bit weak um, in maybe doing some of the traditional ways. I don't know. Maybe weak is not the right word, but I feel like you're surrendering or not living your own truth. And I feel like you probably could do both, but there are certain things that you just need to listen to because, like I said, they've learned the lessons and they've been through certain things. And you also can see things that your children can't see because they don't have the knowing. They don't have, for instance, when like your mom tells you that they don't think one of your friends is really your friends, okay? And you're like, oh no, they're kind, they do this, they do that, we have fun together, da da da. But certain things that maybe you don't see, or when your mom is around and she hears certain conversations, um, she could hear something in that person's tone or even in their body language that is saying that this person really is like maybe envious or jealous of you or doesn't have the right intentions towards you, or they're just using you because maybe you have certain things or you have popularity and they want to be a part of the popular group. You know, these are just examples, but there's just certain things that older, wiser um, energies can see, okay? So I just feel like they want you to listen a little bit more. They're not saying that you shouldn't live your life and follow your own ways, but at least listen to what they have to say, okay? Let's see. Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Also, I feel like it's to keep you safe, okay? They don't want you to make the same mistakes that they have, okay? Even though you have all right to, like I said, live your life, and you're gonna fall down sometimes, get things wrong. That's a part of living. Um, but I also feel like some of you are like creatives, and maybe the women in your family had to take on more traditional roles. Um, so I just feel like you feel so much different from the generation or two generations before you. Knight of Wands. Yeah, you feel like you have more freedom. Like you can do the same things as the masculine energy. Um, and in many ways you can. Things are more equal. Um, but there's still I feel like they're trying to tell you there's power in being feminine. There's just certain things that we have that they don't, like, you know, a stronger intuition usually. Um, the Sun and Ten of Swords. I feel like they want you to have hope in these times. I feel like right now there's so much going on in the world. It seems like the patriarchy is still holding power, and that they can do, a lot of what they want to do and get away with it. It still feels like women are powerless in certain situations. But they want you to still have hope in that, because this is coming to an end. Um, there's definitely a fall of the patriarchy happening as we speak. Even if they get away with certain things in the 3D, um, like don't go to jail for being corrupt, or, you know, having abuse against women, children, stuff like that. Um, in the spiritual court, it's already been decided, okay? We're moving back towards matriarchy and divine feminine energy. So I feel like they want you to be in place for this. Maybe you're supposed to have a role in this. I know this reading is very specific, so it might not be for everybody. If it's not resonating for you, you could choose another pile. But I feel like it's something about women empowerment, or maybe this is something they want you to move towards. Why is the Hierophant here? Yeah, Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Like you are meant to work with a particular group, or I mean, it's given like feminine empowerment, like a feminist movement, matriarch, whatever. For instance, let's say you are into herbalism, right? You were meant to create some type of group that supports people growing herbs and stuff again, and living off of the land, and going back to more natural medicines. And I know that seems like I was curious, like prehistoric, but like ancient, but some things just never go out of style. Life is reciprocal, so things always come back around. And I think this is one of the things that may be coming back around, and they want you to have the strength and courage to move something like this forward, like by going back and studying um, ancestral wisdom. So it's like maybe somebody in your bloodline used to do this. It may be a little far back. It might not be mom or grandmom. It could be great great grandmom. Um, I don't know how you would know that. I feel like it's just in your DNA imprint. Maybe when you start picking up and studying it, it will just come back to you naturally. Maybe something that you're divinely gifted in. Um, that's just an example. But yeah, it's something about working with others to bring this forward. Um, what do I want to look up now? Why is the sun here? The Nine of Cups. I feel like that's saying that you will thoroughly enjoy this. You'll find a new skill set. You'll find um, a different way of being happy that you never saw yourself doing. Um, I feel like this is something that was already meant for you to do. Like it's already in, like I said, your DNA. It may even be something that have to do with your astrology. Why is the Empress here? I would look at your North Node as well. That usually, not all the time, but it usually does tell you something of what you're supposed to work towards in this lifetime. Um, Emperor and Page of Swords. So this is masculine energy. I feel like you'll have a divine counterpart who was very supportive of um, what you will be doing. Um, let's see, why is strength here? Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely something that's going to be bring great wealth and happiness to your family, your community. Um, it's not even that it's going to be financial wealth, which I think you'll be okay with that, but it's like it's the wealth of knowledge, okay? It's what you're bringing to this next chapter in like the almost like a new world order type of thing. Like you have a path. Um you have the two ones at the bottom, which actually looks like a path. Like you have a path, a divine path that you're supposed to follow. And it has something to do with feminine energy. Um, and you're supposed to teach, once you learn it, you're supposed to pass it on to the next generation. Just like I said, like there's something that you're supposed to listen to about from your mother and grandmother and aunts and stuff. You're gonna be the one in that next in that position moving forward to pass it on. Okay. Let me pull an oracle card for you, and then we'll end it here. Okay, let me have an oracle card for pile one. What messages does their spiritual team have for them? The vow. Yep. So it's something that you committed to doing before you even arrived here. The creator. Give me one more. The thread. Yeah, the thread is kind of like the thing that pulls everything together, right? Um, so, like I said, the thread is coming from the generation, or maybe even a few generations back in your bloodline, and you took the vow to bring this back, to be the creator of this in your generation, and you will then pass it on to the next one. And then you also have mentor at the bottom. So yeah, that's like you'll be the teacher once you have taken it on for yourself. Okay? So that was very interesting, pile one. Yeah. If it resonates, please let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. And thank you for letting me read for you today, and I will see you at the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. Let me just take a sip of my tea. Pile 2. I feel like I'm coming down with a little sore throat. My kids have been sick, so I think they got me. Okay. You guys are High Priestess from the Hocus Pocus deck. Please tell me what pile 2 spiritual team needs to say to them. What messages? Page of Cups. Justice. And the 4 of Pentacles. The Sun and 6 of Pentacles. Okay, I think that you guys are coming into some money soon. I don't know how much, but more than you're usually used to having at one time, okay? So this could be your tax refund, since it is that time of year. If you're here in the United States, maybe somebody leaving you something, parents gifting you something, inheritance, maybe a lawsuit, a refund of something else. Like maybe you purchased something and there was like a rebate on it. I don't know, but it's money not earned, right? They want you to use it towards a project, something that you've been wanting to do, but you just haven't been able to do it because you didn't have the funds. Because it's going to bless you and others as well. So whatever you're working on, yeah, the Fool, they're giving you a new beginning. So maybe you want to start like some type of business. So maybe you can stop, working your regular job or something like that. They want you to do that. Use that money for that. Because it's going to bless others. I don't know what it is. Even if it's just like you're a painter, like art is going to be appreciated by others, okay? This isn't just about you. This is about making others happy or other people benefiting from your work. You have the King of Cups. Yeah, it's going to make you, I feel like it's going to bring you out of a slump. I'm feeling like sadness, depression. You've been feeling stuck. You're going to feel emotionally balanced once you're able to start this thing. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. You have been feeling, and I feel like you're saying, but I have bills I got to catch up on, or my car needs repair. Those things will get taken care of, okay? Because you'll be making money off of this thing that you're going to start. But they want you to get started now, because if you use the money on the responsibilities, which I know is usually the other way, take care of your responsibilities first, then use the money. But they want you to use the money on this project or business or something that you're trying to start first, because I feel like every time you do get the opportunity to do it, you're like, I have to take care of this. And that's great. That's great that you're really responsible, but I feel like this thing keeps getting put on the back burner because it's always going to be a bill, okay? Like my grandma used to say, as long as you're breathing air, you're going to owe somebody, okay? So always pay yourself first. So this is what this is. You're paying yourself first. And if there's any money left over after you get this thing started, then yes, go ahead and take care of your bills. Yeah, 10 of Cups at the bottom. You're gonna be so. Also, it's gonna shift the energy in your life. Like, um, since you're happy that you're creating this thing, um, it's gonna make more money and good opportunities come into your life because you're shifting the energy. But as long as you're stuck in this survival mode of just worrying about paying your bills, you're gonna constantly attract debt to you. Why is this justice here? Knight of Wands. I feel like it's saying, yeah, give yourself a little bit of freedom. Use your money for something for yourself. Yeah, the Tower. Like, I feel like time is going to go past and you're going to be like, I'm just going to use baking business. I never got my baking business off the ground. So I never got to see my dreams realized. Yeah, 10 of Pumpkins or 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. This is going to bring you the wealth. And you're not going to have to worry about bills. You're going to have the money already in your account every month to pay the bills. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. The investment is going to pay it back. So whatever you're putting into it, you're going to get it back. I don't know how fast. I want to say fast because you have the Chariot as well. So it's going to move you forward in life, okay? High Priestess came back out. So this might be your higher self coming forward, because they already are, maybe because time is linear. They may already be living in the future and they're telling you, like, you have to do this because when you did this, it shifted our whole life, okay? Everything got brighter and better. And if you don't, we're going to be stuck. King of Wands and the Star. Yeah, like, you're meant to be a leader, not a follower. I feel like you're stuck behind a desk or whatever you do for a living right now. It's not using your best qualities. You're just showing up for work, clocking in, clocking out. It's doing nothing for your motivation, your emotional well-being. You're just getting by. And that's not what living is about, okay? You are abundant. Lovers. 9 of Cups and the Devil. I almost feel like you don't believe that, yeah, you have Judgment at the bottom. You don't believe that you deserve wealth or that wealth is like inherently evil or something for some reason. No, everybody's deserving of being abundant. We are born to be abundant. Okay. The World. Yeah, you're going to close out this cycle. Let's see if we can find out. Now, take this with a grain of salt. When is this money coming in? I feel like it's now, but 8 of Cups. And Knight of Cups. So 8 of Cups is Piscean energy. So we are moving into Pisces season now. And 9 of Cups is, for me as a reader, I read it as like Cancer energy. So I would say between March and to mid-July, this money could be coming in. Also, that might be the time frame that you can, from the time you start this thing. Like if you start this now, you probably can leave your job or cut back your hours, let's just say. Maybe not leave completely in July. So that's March, April, May, June, July. Like 4 to 5 months from now. Okay. Anything else you have to say to pile two? Temperance. I don't feel like I need to say this because I feel like this group is really responsible with money, but um, create a budget or something when you get this money. Like, look at all the expenses, all the things that you'll need to start this thing up, so that you're not overspending, you're not buying things that you don't necessarily need. You just need the things to get started, okay? You'll be able to buy more things or even better equipment or whatever later on down the line. You just need something, a little something to get you started, okay? And maybe keep some in savings for emergencies, or so that you can walk away from your job, start creating a savings. One more, give me one oracle card for pile two. Since I did one for pile one, I'll make sure to give one for you guys. The Lover. One more. That's kind of like the Knight of Cups energy. I feel like you are kind of a kind person. And I feel like that's why you're so responsible. Maybe you're staying working because you're responsible for other people. Maybe you have a family or something. But your team wants you to put something for yourself this time. Venom and the Seed. Yeah, speak. When you start this thing, try to keep the negative energy at bay. And also people may speak ill of what you're doing. Pay it no mind. Because if you have too much negative energy around you, even if it's just your own mind, this thing isn't going to grow the way that you want it to grow, okay? So let's try to have a good mindset about this, okay? But other than that, that's what I have for you, pile two. If it resonated, feel free to leave a comment. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Thank you for allowing me to read for you today, and I'll see you at the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Pile three. Give me 1 second. This was your pile. You guys are Akamara. I hope I'm saying that right. Looks like this. This was this lady I still follow her on Instagram. She created her own deck. It has the energy of like ancestral, particularly African and African American roots, but it's a really nice deck. It's heavy to shuffle. But I really like it. It has good energy. It feels luxurious. It's very silky. I don't know why I'm telling you these things. Maybe something have to do with your spiritual team. Maybe they want you to enjoy luxuries, like give yourself the best. Maybe that might be a message. Like buy yourself better clothes, better skincare, better like sheets, buy yourself the high count of sheets, Like, treat yourself like a goddess, okay? Or God, if you're a guy. Um, yeah. I don't think that's the whole message, but I feel like that wanted to come through. Okay. What messages do pile 3 spiritual team have for them? Temperance. This is even, the temperance card is even giving me like spa energy. Lovers. Yeah, I'm really picking up on like sensuality. Three of Wands. Maybe they want you to go away, like on a little vacation, like whatever you can afford. Even if it's just to go get like a hotel but you don't really leave town. I feel like they want you to spend time with your lover, okay? Or if you don't have a lover, be your own lover. Treat yourself to a weekend away. Yeah, 4 of Swords. They want you to rest. It's funny, I was getting this silk sheets part. Like, they really want you to, and don't go, I mean, if you can afford it, don't go cheap. But if you only afford to go to the Holiday Inn for a night, then do that, okay? Justice. Yeah, I feel like they want you to rebalance yourself, like renew yourself. Oh. Page of Swords. Okay. That may be you or your lover's energy. King of Swords. Air sign. Ten of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's too much heaviness right now, too much responsibilities. Maybe you or them are stressed or are working a lot. Four of Pentacles, Hermit, and Eight of Cups. I feel like you guys need to like really like talk to one another, express how you feel to one another. I don't know if there's some tension going on, or maybe both of you just need a reminder about like how much you care for one another. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Judgment. I feel like one or both of you may be like feeling like you need time alone. But I don't think you need time alone. You need time, more time together. But in a different environment. Why is the Hermit here? So maybe you guys have a lot of responsibilities. You could have kids or just work a lot of hours. King of Wands. I feel like that they want you to find that passion within yourself again for the relationship. Why is Lovers here? Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you need to fill up your cup again, but I don't know. Let's see. The spirit team of pile 3. Do you want them to be in this relationship, rekindle this relationship, or do you want them to walk away or have time alone? Got Fool and Ace of Swords. So say you need a new beginning of some kind, but I don't know if it's within the relationship. Now you have the King of Pentacles at the bottom. That's 3 different people. Some of you maybe have other people. For those who aren't in a relationship, if you chose this pile, you may have interest of 3 suitors, because it's 3 kings now. I feel like they're telling you to spend time alone so you can figure exactly what you want and who you want. If you're single, those who are in a relationship, let's see. Stay or go. Stay or go. Page of Pentacles. That's not helping. Death. Okay, I feel like it's saying it just needs a transformation. This relationship just needs time, like real quality time spent, and passion. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here? Now it's the King of Cups. Sheesh. I feel like it's talking more about modality than the actual people. So maybe the energy of the relationship is in the King of Swords, which is a very logical, kind of cold king. Like, he doesn't have a lot of emotion, right? 4 of Pentacles is saying you're holding back the emotional part of the relationship. And the Hermit and the King of Wands is saying you have to find the passion within yourself again and bring it out in this relationship. If you don't feel like that can be done for whatever reason, then it may be time to decide to walk away with the 8 of Cups and the Judgment. Anything else? Page of Swords. Yeah, it needs to be a conversation. Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so I guess there's some things that one of you or both of you are not really thrilled about that you're not speaking on. So that you can move it for, yeah, 8 of Wands at the bottom. I was gonna say, so you can move it forward, either in the direction of like rekindling the love or walking away. Anything else? 8 of Swords. I feel like you're scared to speak your mind. Like maybe your person won't understand. And vice versa, they may be scared too. Hangman. I think you both are going to have to sacrifice your feelings, like being scared, or it's like you kind of have to surrender to it. You can't control this. Like you can't control love somehow. Like you only can surrender to it. I feel like you guys are scared of being hurt or misunderstood by the person. 2 of Wands and 6 of Swords. Yeah, you guys need to make the plan to bring peace again, bring love back to the relationship. Yeah, High Priestess and Knight of Cups. That's what your higher selves and your spiritual team want. Theirs and yours. They want you to bring like romance and stuff back, and really speak to each other like from the heart, opening up the heart. Um, I'm gonna pull a love oracle for this pile because obviously this is about relationship. A love oracle for this pile. You got love. I want to make love to you, which you have never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known. Your touch, your voice really heals me. Yeah, this relationship needs a healing, okay? It needs to bring the intimacy, the passion, all that back. You got wanting and sorry. Okay. So yeah, the sorry is like whatever you guys been through, like you probably feel sorry for whatever has happened. They feel sorry. And it's time to move it forward. Wanting, I'm feeling urge towards you. I can't help one of you. I don't want to. This one's a little spicy, so I won't go into it. But they're pretty much saying they're really, turned on by your energy. Your energy, okay. And you have my world at the bottom. You mean the world to me, okay. Alrighty, pile 3, that turns into a love reading. But that's what your spiritual team wanted to tell you. So if it resonated, please feel free to comment below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so you know when I post a new video. And I will see you guys at the next one, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.